Hey, what's up, America? Are we in a recession or not? So Democrats are saying we're in a recession and Republicans are saying we're doing better than we've ever done. The stock market's the highest it's ever been, but little people like me seem to have no money. Isn't that right? But is America in a recession yet? Well, 22 states in America claim that they are in a recession. And also a lot of Democrat-led cities seem to be going into recession as well.
I don't know who's out here living the American dream, but I can tell you one person who isn't, and that's me. I have 4 kids and I'm working 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. My full-time job, I'm a 911 dispatcher. My other 2 jobs, a waitress. The American dream should not be this hard. I should not have to be working my life away, being away from my kids. You know, sometimes I have to pick. Am I going to pay my electric bill or am I going to buy groceries? Because my kids need to eat. This is not the American dream. I'm so tired of struggling. You know, so many people are going to work, working multiple jobs just to pay for a house to sleep in, just to put their head down at night. This is not the American dream, not my American dream. That's why I started posting here on TikTok. So hopefully I can slow down some so I can spend time with my kids. Life shouldn't be this hard. I know one person that's making 6 figures and they're still struggling.
I don't care what Republicans have to say about this. We are in a recession. People are struggling right now badly, and it doesn't matter that the stock market is near its all-time highs because the stock market is not the economy. The stock market is really just a representation of how much money the richest people in our society own, while the people who don't have anything continue to struggle more and more. We just heard today, officially, that inflation is up and job numbers are down, which means stagflation. And we're seeing that there are more unemployed people than job openings for the first time since COVID. There are sector shrinkages that we haven't seen since 2009. And if it wasn't so bad, it would almost be impressive that all of this was manufactured in 8 months by one fucking guy. Because Donald Trump is almost entirely responsible for how bad the economy is right now. Because the only thing Republicans care about is making sure that billionaires can continue lining their pockets while you are left with nothing.
Greetings, my lovely people, and once again, welcome back to my channel. So when you turn on the news, they tell you that the economy is stable. But the reality is that for millions of Americans, they are living paycheck to paycheck than ever before. Groceries are soaring. Rent is skyrocketing. Behind the headlines and political promises lies a hidden recession. So let's unpack the truth about what's happening in America's economy and why life is getting harder despite the promises of prosperity.
You can tell everyone is going through some financial crisis due to the fact of I don't smell no charcoal outside. Nothing. It is a rule in the Black community, hell, even in the Latino community, that you have to be outside by 10, 11 a.m. setting up. I feel like that's too late. I feel like 8, 9 a.m. There is nobody in the parks. I don't see nobody outside on the blocks. Like, it is empty outside. Like, it is empty. No traffic. I don't know if everybody had their turn-ups last night or what, but yeah, nobody is outside. And it's like not even saying everyone is broke, but it's just like we can barely afford to feed ourselves or we're taking care of it. It's so much that people are doing to the point that we can't afford to take care of our household and outside. Hell, we barely can afford lunch for work. Bitch, I'm fighting for my life for coffee at work. Like, I'm going to have my caffeine at work. So I definitely understand. Like, it's just like one of those days now. Like, everything is so expensive that we can't even enjoy each other no more. Like, it's just like you have to pick one. Like, if you want to have fun, you might have to overdraft your account. And I'm not doing that now.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of the United States. It's so ghetto, and every day gets a little bit harder to function. I'm talking about, I don't understand how I am struggling in these United States and I make decent money. Like I don't do anything. I don't have debt. I put myself through school. Again, I put myself through school and I owe the IRS every year. I own my own home. My car is paid off. I don't go out. I don't have friends. I'm a loner. There's a few people I talk to. I don't understand. Like, I have no debt. There's no debt I have, you guys. I don't owe anybody. Like, I'm just trying to understand, how am I struggling? I make decent money. I put money to the side for retirement, and then everything else is for bills. Like, how am I struggling? Like, I live below my means. Like, I stopped buying clothes. I stopped buying shoes and all of these fancy things. I don't go out. I don't purchase unnecessary items. Like, I am no longer a consumer, because when I was a consumer, it did me no good. Like, I have all of these things and nothing to show for it, right? So I stopped buying things, right? And I'm trying to understand, how am I struggling? When I was buying things, I felt like I was doing good. And now that I'm not buying things, I feel like I'm struggling. Like, how does this work in these United States? Like, I don't understand. Like, I live below my means. The only expense I would say I would have is, I do my own hair, and I go get my nails and my feet done every 2 weeks, right? That's it. I'm trying to understand how my grocery bill goes from $400 a month to $1,000 a month. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my electric bill goes from $155 to $800 in 1 month. No past due balance. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my internet goes from $75 to $140. And that is the lowest plan. I don't understand. I'm not processing these United States. And I make decent money. Okay. I make decent money. And I saw a video today where a girl said that she makes $100,000 a year. And after taxes, she brings home about $70,000, and she's struggling. And I'm like, baby, if you're struggling, then I'm poor.
33% of all Americans are holding a second job right now to pay their bills. And that is the highest level since World War II ended. The U.S. is in a recession, firmly 2 years of recession, but we don't feel it because we're told that's not happening. When I was growing up, recession was 2 quarters of a shrinking GDP. Now they added jobs to that, right, to balance it out. But if you added credit card debt, the highest amount of credit card debt in the history of plastic, at the highest rates in the history of interest rates. Why? If we're doing so well, is the average American family banging a plastic card? We have used car dealers around the country. Their inventories are exploding. This is a real indicator of, like, okay, we got problems now. Rents are flat or decreasing. Mortgage applications are at the lowest level of 15 years. Every day people are being screwed right now.
Well, Moody's is ready to declare that the United States of America is in a recession. Moody's. They're waiting a few more minutes for some additional data to come in before they make that declaration. Now, by definition, we are technically in a recession when one of 5 or 6 different indicators have been hit. Facts have been hit. And the one indicator that has been met for a recession is the decline in payroll, specifically because jobs have been cut. So what Moody's does, they've been doing this forever. They send out 400 surveys to 400 different industries. Now, if there's any single month that over 50% or more send back their survey saying they've had a decrease in payroll because they've had to cut jobs, we're technically in a recession. We've started a recession, and then there'll be more indicators that happen after that. Well, for July, the surveys came back, and 53% of these 400 industries have had a decrease in payroll because they've had to cut jobs. Okay? Now, their only hesitation to declaring that we are now in the start of a recession is the jobs figures. The number of job openings don't correlate with the recession indicator because the number of job openings right now have been artificially inflated because we have deported a bunch of foreign workers. So there's an abundance of shitty jobs at shitty wages with no benefits. But because that number just kind of doesn't correlate yet, they haven't declared the recession yet. But essentially, they're saying we have started a recession.
Take grocery stores, for example. Prices for basic items like bread, milk, eggs. They have risen beyond what most families can comfortably afford. Rent isn't any better. A growing number of Americans are spending more than half their income just to keep a roof over their heads. And healthcare, hospitals and insurance are charging more, leaving families to make impossible choices between medicine and meals.
$6.15 fucking cents for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 fucking for a small pack of Starbucks coffee. Oh my god. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry. $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking. Cause look at that. Clearance. $8.39. I'm telling you right now. We're going to be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all going to be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
I am extremely frustrated being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole fucking day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford fucking $1,300 a month in rent and then fucking a $650 car note and then $300 in fucking insurance and then you got utilities and it's just it's either I eat or I pay my bills and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be fucking late this month? And I'm so sick of it. Like all these fucking apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, fuck you. And I mean that with everything in me. Fuck you. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a fucking week and not be able to fucking live. I'm about to crash the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my fucking mind. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm about to lose my shit because I just can't take it.
Food was still cheap. I can guarantee you food was cheap. I remember eating at fast food restaurants off the dollar menu all the time because I had an eviction. I had to move to a garage. I lived in a garage for a while. I didn't have a fridge or any type of cooking appliances, so I just ate off of dollar menus. I ate at McDonald's 3 times a day off the dollar menu or Taco Bell. Arby's had dollar food back then. Like all the places that are $10 now for a freaking sandwich or something were $1 back then for everything. Food in the grocery store was also cheap. And this time around, everything's expensive. This one's going to go different than all the other recessions. It's an affordability crisis this time. It's not just, we messed up on some subprime loans and now it's none of that. This is an affordability crisis. People cannot afford to do anything, yet alone even just pay for essentials right now. So I don't know how it's going to go. I just know that back then, at least we got to eat,
Unless you are living under some kind of rock, then you should know that America is headed towards a recession and more likely a depression. So here is a list of monetary and non-monetary things that you can do to prepare for this crisis. You want to set aside a small amount of cash. Specifically, you want enough to be able to fill your gas tank and to feed yourself and your pet. Find your important documents and have them set aside in case of an emergency. In the instance that you need to leave and you need to leave quickly, you don't want to be scrambling around looking for your passport, your birth certificate, or your social security card. Please have these things safeguarded somewhere close to the exit of your home. Everyone's already been saying this, but please stop purchasing unnecessary items. And now this is a personal one. You can incorporate it if you'd like. No more makeup and learn how to do your own maintenance. This is not the time for that. And the reason for no more makeup is because I don't want to have to go purchase anymore. I will have the makeup if I'm going somewhere important, but for everyday occasions, occasions, there's just no reason to be wasting that product. Use this time to invest in your appearance, to take care of your skin, to work out, and to sleep so that you don't need the makeup. Whatever you've set your targeted emergency fund amount to be, double it. So if you've had 3 months, aim for 6. If you've had 6 months saved up, aim for 12. I know that might be difficult. Right now, you need to be focused on securing your housing, making sure that that's taken care of for at least a year, and being able to eat and transport yourself to and from work. I know that does not sound fun, but that is not our focus right now. Right now, your focus is being able to survive this economic crisis. Start the side hustle this year. There is not a better time to start than right now. So if you're someone that's already doing well, this will also be the perfect time to multiply what you already have. You need to be watching the stock market and the housing market, so as the prices of these things fall, you can go in, sweep, and acquire the assets for yourself. Now, what you choose to do will obviously depend on your goals, but this does not have to be a scary situation. It is alarming, but there are steps that you can take to ensure that you will be okay during this time.
Trump vowed to make America great again, to lower grocery prices, and restore economic security. But the reality is different. Inflation is high. Wages are stagnant, Financial stress is becoming the new normal for most Americans. It is a hidden recession because on paper, the economy might look okay, but for everyday Americans, survival is getting harder every month. So what's the lesson here? Economic stability isn't just about stock market numbers or GDP growth. It's about the day-to-day lives of real people. Millions of Americans are struggling in silence while the headlines point a different picture. Understanding the reality behind these numbers is a step towards demanding accountability and real change. Because prosperity should not just be a promise, it should be a reality for everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video insightful, please consider subscribing and joining my membership. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.